Welcome to the XFDA podcast number 30, isn't it?
30,
30.
yes, number 30.
I'm Gunbelt, this is Sassy, this is Bobcat, and this is Mongoose. We're going to talk about our little shoot we had today. Let's start with Mongoose. How did you shoot today?
Surprisingly enough, I shot pretty good. I hung in there for all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Started getting a little bit slower toward the end, but I got it was hard, but I got first.
First place.
Spit it out, come on.
It's funny because
He was amazing.
it's funny because on the back of this list we got here, we was going to talk about Mongoose's lip on the ground, but it obviously wasn't on the ground today.
Yeah, that's what it was too. You saw my, well, I'm going to have to do good today. I don't want nobody to talk about my lip on the ground.
So, Bobcat, how did you do?
Well, I finished fourth. Of course, he beat me. I did beat somebody else.
Yeah, you beat me.
Beat me too. What was your best time today? We were all like cheering for her. What was your best
It was
time?
a 4 flat.
And how many times did you hit that?
Super stoked twice today.
Oh, good.
I'm excited.
How about you, Sassy?
Well, I went in 4th seed and ended in 5th because this young lady beat me. Good shooting.
Good shooting you, too.
Well, I didn't shoot good at all.
This is out of your norm, very much.
The other day, I was shooting at the new holster on my own. I was literally shooting 330s and all that constantly, and I even called up Mongoose and told you, didn't I?
Sure did.
And so I thought, Saturday I'm going to do really well. Well, I was just slip cocking all day. I couldn't even get to my KPI most of the time.
You know,
Any time that I won, it was just a bit of luck.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that happens sometimes too, because there's been some times when, you know, if I'm practicing by myself, first of all, when I practice by myself, you know, I'm not worried about anybody seeing me or, you know, anything like that, so I do a little bit better. But when I have a really good day, next time's not going to be as good because I'm expecting that to happen, you know. So
You're right.
It ain't going to be very good for
Or
next
when
time.
I get a really good shot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's beyond what I know I normally do, that next shot, it just always goes downhill.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
I can't even hit the target after that.
But
That's
sleep
good.
Right,
matters too.
right.
Can't back it up.
You told me you didn't get a lot of sleep last night either. That makes a
No,
big difference.
I actually went to bed last night at 6 o'clock. I woke up at 9:45.
How old are you?
I was so tired yesterday. So
It's that time change.
Yeah.
You can't blame me on that. It's been too long.
yeah, I got up at quarter. I got up at 9:45, and I put the series Lonesome Dove on. And next thing I knew, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I thought, I better go to bed. I got in bed, the alarm went off at 4:30, and then I was out here getting stuff ready. So I'm blaming it on being tired, but no, I'm not.
He's making
It's me.
excuses.
It's just me.
Staying up all night.
I didn't shoot too good. So what we got on the list, Sassy? What do you want to talk about?
I would like to talk about a few secretarial notes real quick. First off, I want to thank everybody that's got on, paid members that have got on and put their profile on the new website. And I need to clarify, guys, that the website is not live yet, and it's not for new members, and it's not for existing members that haven't paid dues yet. They still, if you're a new member or an existing member that haven't paid your dues yet, but you're going to shoot in Georgia or Florida and need to sign up, please go to the old website and do that. The new website is set up differently. So sign up as an existing paid member on the new website, and it's looking great. We still have quite a few to do. And if you didn't get an email from me, please reach out to me at secretary@xfdapro.com. I will send you the directions, or if you've made a mistake, let me know, and I can go on the back end and fix it. And that's all I had.
It's very easy as
Did you
well.
say paid members make sure they copy the coupon code?
Oh, yes. Make sure you use that coupon code so you don't get charged, because we have had a few that have ended up paying because they didn't put that coupon code in.
And when it comes through to me, I don't see who paid. You will, but I don't. So
Right.
it's
And it's not set up for payments yet. So there's somebody on there that paid, and the back end is not set up for that. So we're trying to go back to the creators and get that worked out. That's why it's just for paid members with that coupon code. If you don't have a coupon code, please go to the old website, the existing website, and sign up that way.
okay.
And it's relatively easy.
Yes.
Just a couple of clicks. So
Very good.
Not hard at all.
You just have to be reminded to do it, don't you, Bobcat?
Well,
Via text message or whatever.
yeah, that's right.
That's what's scary when somebody tells you it's pretty easy.
It's very easy if you do it.
And then let me
Don't forget.
say this real quick. There are some people that are not very computer literate, and literate's not the right word, but aren't versed in the use of a computer. If you're having issues, I will have my tablet and my laptop at Georgia, and we can set and get you signed up. I'll walk you through it and set it aside and let you work with somebody there getting yourself signed up if you have not done so already. I think this morning there's 4 admins and there was 69, so there's just barely over 60 paid members that have signed up, and we have a lot more than that need to sign up. So please, if you don't sign up, you will not be visible on the new website.
Okay.
Well, let me ask one thing about that. Are you gonna let us know when the actual deadline
Oh,
is?
yes.
And say, okay, now you got to be signed up by this day. for
Well,
sure.
we need to say you need to be signed up by Georgia.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
By Georgia. After this next weekend, we were telling everybody ASAP. At one time, I told the officers and the leaderboard people from Oklahoma that they had, in Arkansas, that they had a week. So we're going to say by Georgia, you need to get signed up by Georgia to be on the website. And then, we're not quite sure when the new website's going to be
Right.
out. That'll
Right.
be up to Perry. But we're working on it. We need everybody signed up, please. We want it to look as great as it's already looking.
And if you do have trouble, I'm sure you can find a 5-year-old, because these kids these days, they know all too well how to do this stuff.
Yeah, they
with
know more
phones.
than we do, don't they? One thing I want to talk about, or we spoke about last week, was supplying the bullets for welds. We had a little bit of feedback about it. Bobcat, you weren't part of that conversation. What's your thoughts on us, the XFDA, supplying the bullets for the finals for the top 15 men and top 7 ladies? What's your
The
thoughts
first
on
thought
that?
that came to my mind is it's going to be a lot of work for somebody to get all these bullets ready. But I do think it would be a good thing, because everybody would have the exact same bullets.
Right.
And, I don't know if there's a whole lot of difference in the wax, but there could be. And this is all about speed, and every little counts.
Yeah, you're
So-
right. So that's what we were saying. We just want to make sure in the finals it's fair and square.
I would vote yes for that.
We're not going to decide anything yet. We're going to wait for more feedback when we go to shoots and ask people
Yeah.
and see what's going on. But you had some feedback about it, didn't you, Mongoose? What was you saying?
I was thinking it wasn't going to. It was going to be the whole world's, but just the finals. It's not that big. I personally, I know some people think you got to faster this or that. Like we said before, it goes down to your reaction time and your draw.
Yeah.
So, but if you want to keeping everything straight for the finals, I don't see a problem. I don't think anybody should really see a problem with that, because, then you're like, okay, it's down. It's me and you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that'd be great.
I think it's a good idea
Yeah.
myself, but we need to wait and hear for a bit more, feedback on it.
Yeah.
What else we got here, Sassy? Help me out.
Well, I want you to talk about the clubs. You were telling us today about what you were thinking about doing for clubs.
Yeah, what we're gonna do? We've had it made. It's on its way. We're gonna have this trophy belt for the best club of the year, and they can keep this trophy and keep it on their wall for the year. Whoever gets chosen. Now we're still, or I'm going to talk to Sassy about how we're gonna. And you mentioned it, how we're gonna choose a club. So we're gonna have to make categories of what they're meeting the goals of, maybe new members,
Right.
how the club looks, how many shoots they have, then they turn in their KPIs regular, and even if they hold a state shoot or a point shoot or something like that. So I thought that'd be something fun and interesting to work to.
I agree.
Yeah.
It
It would give a lot of the different ranges goals.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of set some goals for them
Yeah.
throughout the year.
I mean, it's not going to go on. I'm not going to say go on the size of a club. All our clubs are different sizes. It's just like the fence riders. They have a small club, but there's people there all the time, and
Yes.
they put plenty of pictures up on social media to show everybody that they're shooting. Some clubs don't, some do, you know, but I mean, it's good for the clubs to show, you know, the pictures and how the shoot is done that day.
Yeah, I really like that. You know, another thing too you might want to think about too is maybe a combination of the points of whatever club it is. You know, at the end of the end of the year, just kind of, we're tally
Just
them
give
up.
yourself
they
another
check this
job.
box, they check that box, you know.
Let him start keeping up with points. So you're talking about combining, like, say you have 3 members travel throughout the year, and how many points they get throughout the year, combining those
Yeah,
points.
just combine them, see where they're at. You know, and I don't know how fair that would be because a lot of people, you know, can go to every single one of them, and there may
But
be
not
more
all of
people
us.
there. But
Right.
you know, sometimes you'll get one club that has, you know, maybe 3 or 4 of them up in the top 10. You know,
Yeah.
it's
That's
something
a good
like
idea,
that.
yeah. That's
yeah.
a good idea.
So I think it'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So give us your ideas, clubs.
give us your ideas.
Give us your input.
And maybe some of these clubs that kick in and help sweep, help do these things, you know.
yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's what we need to do. We need
Yeah.
to get some ideas going.
Yes, we do.
So we
Yeah.
will. Just to let you know, Jesse's sitting over there, and he's doing well.
Looking very dapper.
Yeah, he's been doing range mastering today, and he didn't do no calling, did he? He hasn't
No,
done no
he's-
practice. But Jesse's doing well. Sassy said this week just gone, he was working in the garage, cleaning up. Tell us a bit about what he was doing.
Well, he just got up one morning. His speech therapist and his physical therapist said, Jesse, you know, you need to start carrying on with your normal daily duties like you used to do. And so he got up one morning and went out to the garage and said, I need to get my cleaning area for our guns and our ammo, our loading area. He says, I need to get this cleaned up and ready because we moved right before his stroke and it still weren't completely finished moving. So our garage is like
You was
head
basically
high.
in the middle of it, weren't
Yes,
you?
we were in the middle of it. And so we were head high of boxes in our garage, and Jesse went out there and spent half the day moving his area so he could load our ammo and clean our guns and get it ready. So he is all set. The rest is up to me, I guess.
Yeah, Jesse apparently, Sassy said they've got to do
Yeah.
a little bit more walking because when they turned up today, they normally park right outside the door of the range. And I come out and couldn't see their car, and it was parked way over there. So you've done a bit of walking.
We've got to get our, and we want to start
Steps in.
walking every morning, get our steps in, and they said that would be very good for his blood pressure. So we're going to start trying to get up there. Now that the weather's cooler and it's not 100-something degrees outside every day, we're going to start a walking program every morning. So that'll be good.
Yeah, that's good. You don't think walking it really does a lot. Just
Yeah.
a little bit of walking does a lot. And I don't do any. Just letting you know. But I'm
You're
just saying.
recommending it.
I'm just recommending it. And to Jesse
You
cleaning the
just do
garage
walking
out.
up
That's
to the line.
fantastic.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
And see, Jesse had a very physical job. I mean, he would drive a lot, but then
Yeah.
when he'd get to a customer, he'd drive, the Red River, Oklahoma, Texas. When he'd get to a customer, he'd drive a lot. Then he'd get to a customer, he'd have heavy lifting, climbing up and down in his trailer, and he went from that to stationary. So
Yeah.
we're trying to get back at it.
No, he's good. As we've said, he's working hard and he's doing well. We're pleased
yes, he
about
is.
that.
Yeah,
So,
looking good.
hey, what I want to ask you, Bobcat, where was competitor day?
He just had some things to do today. He had some things to do around the shop, so.
Yeah.
And we're planning, hopefully, to get our range up and going.
Right.
It may take another year, but
Oh.
he has some other things he needs to check off the list before he can put the range up. So,
So you was playing golf the other day, weren't you?
yes, we were.
How'd you
That's
do
why
it?
my shoulder was hurt because I hit the ground too many times.
Are you as good as golf player as you are a shooter?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
What about you, Mongoose? You ever played golf?
No, I've played it before, and no, I'm not any good at it. I'm not.
How about you, Sassy?
I
bet
played
you'd
it
be
one
funny.
time many years ago in my professional career. I played it one time, and that was enough to know that was not for me.
It's such a mental game, just like this sport. The shooting is such a mental
Yes,
game.
it
You
is.
have to have your mind in it.
I was out cleaning my gun there today, and Bobcat come out and said, "Why do we do this?"
Who invented this? Let me talk to these people. Why did you do this? It's a blast. It is so much fun.
Why don't we pull a couple of cards?
Let me. Oh, here we go.
I want to hear what you guys would think
I
about
had one.
what do shooters think we should do better at these events.
Yeah, I was
I'm
looking for that.
curious.
Where
It's
is
on- it's
that?
right there
It's
at the
right
bottom.
there.
Oh, on the
I
bottom.
was looking for that too. I'm glad you found it.
Yeah, at these events, we're trying to, you know, like we got the sharp and all that, and you know, we want to try and do things that spice it up a bit, or what we can do better, or if anyone thinks that we should do this instead of that, you know, some input on that would be nice, because we definitely want to make the shoots, not they're not exciting, but we want to make them more exciting. So we want to try and find out, get some input from people to see what they think that we should do better.
Right.
Do you
I
have
really
any
enjoyed
input?
that hitting the 333, which is Jesse's
Yeah.
favorite number. I totally enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I mean, it really got me excited to see if that would come up again. And this one over here, he hit it, what, 4 times today?
Yeah, I think it was
yeah.
4
Yeah,
times.
4
Well,
Wait,
I was,
don't you owe him a t-shirt?
no, it was number.
I said to
it
him,
was
hit it one more
5.
time, and he got
Oh, you had to hit it 5
3,
times.
3,
one more
5
time.
or something.
But I was, yeah. But I was telling Jess, I mean, it seems like I see that number everywhere. Stop signs.
Me
Stop
too
signs. I was
now.
looking over.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that 333 is everywhere.
But I do want to say, as far as what we can do better at shoots, you know, we enjoyed Arkansas so much, but not everybody's going to be able to have somebody go out with a crop duster and do stunts for us.
Right.
But, you know, stuff that would be something every club could do that you know somebody would enjoy, even if it's just as little as the food or the bathrooms or little stuff that make a big impact. You know, it
Yes.
doesn't have to be
It
crazy
does.
over the top, which we love that. And if you're able to do that, that's great. But not every club has the finances to do that. But we'll support whatever you want. You can either comment on this podcast, or you can send an email to secretary@xfdapro.com and let us know. We'd love to hear your input.
And I'd like to say that I get excited about the goodie bags.
Oh, yes.
At
Oh,
every
yeah, goodie bags,
shoot,
cool.
everybody just, the stuff in those
Yeah.
just get me
The
excited.
Gunbelt
I love
cookies.
it. The Gunbelt
Gunbelt
cookies.
cookies.
Because
Yeah,
we need
those
to
are
order
yummy.
some more of them. They go well. They do. People love them. But yeah, that 333 is a good idea. That was fun.
Yeah,
we
it was.
need,
It
we
was
need
fun.
to keep doing it.
Everybody,
so,
was pulling for everybody to
Yes.
hit that.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is good. There was something else here.
KPIs being turned in.
KPIs being turned in. We've got to make sure we turn our KPIs in. I know a lot of people are frustrated about that, but I guess this is the game. We have to do it. So at the end of the month, the clubs really need to change their KPIs in, because I said if you go to a match and someone's 4 flat and they're shooting 330s, it's going to get noticed really quick. Downrange education program, everything that we charge $10 at the Wagoneers Club, all that money goes straight to the downrange. So how many did we have today? 10 shooters, so we raised $100. Great, that'll go in the bank on Monday straight to the downrange education program. If clubs can help out by doing something small or whatever for this program, so as we can hit our goal, that'd be great. What else was there? You want to pull a...
Did he find a
Yeah,
card?
yeah, I got a card
You
here.
didn't pick it, did you? You just pulled it out from the middle, or you been
Well,
reading it?
yeah. Yeah, I just kind of pulled it right here.
Well, there was one in there that
But you
we
remember
couldn't
me.
use. There was
Right
another
here,
one we
I
couldn't
did
use.
this
No
and
cheating
bang,
with
you
the
tried.
It was
cards.
the very first one he picked
Yeah,
up.
I mean, well, you know what? This is from Mr. Sandman, which was here today.
He
He
shot
shot
amazing.
very, very good.
Amazing.
And so he's coming along. And his is tips, advice from seasoned shooters for new shooters, things that you wish that, or that we wish we knew when we started out with the sport. You know, and from what I can tell, most everybody will show you something. Say, you need to try this, you need to work on that. But yeah, there was just a lot of things that I had to figure out kind of on my own that I wish somebody would have kind of told me, hey, you know, if you try to do this, you might get a little bit faster. Now, of course, saying that, you get to a point and they don't want to help you no more.
No,
I'll
they
just let him know that now. Well,
I haven't got there yet.
Hey, and you're almost there. So you're going to get too fast and nobody's going to help you anymore. You're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own. But, you know, again, that's the thing about the XFDA. We all help each other. When I started, there was all you guys were helping me, you know. And we do help the new shooters, telling them about their draw and their stance and all that. But Mongoose is right. If you come out of here with a KPI of 5 and you end up in a 4, they're going to stop.
Yeah, we
You're
stopped,
on
we
your
stopped
own
telling
now.
anybody anything.
Or you beat them.
Right. Kind of like Mr. Sandman. That
Yeah.
guy just went boom, boom, boom.
And then something I wish somebody would have told me. I love the good advice. I love the advice. but not everything that's given to you is going to work for you.
True.
And you can also be overloaded with advice, and don't change your stance or don't change that stuff in the middle of a main match unless you're comfortable with it.
Exactly.
But you can. There's people when I first started that would tell me to change stuff on the line, do this, and I had to realize that not everything works for me. What works for Mongoose or Bobcat or Gunbelt may not be good for the way I stand. So it's trial and error. You'll go home and you'll try it, and you'll figure out what works for you, and you're going to change your stuff how many times? All the time.
All
You're
the
changing
time,
to
yeah.
get to improve.
You know,
You'll continue to change and evolve.
I mean, I think you can, if you can draw right and keep it low and keep your gun back, that's what you need to learn on. But I think what a real personal thing is your stance. Everybody stands different because we can't all stand the same.
Right.
So I don't. There's only a couple of people I know have the same sort of stance. It's like you when you stand there with your hand up. I've tried that and I'm going, what am I doing? Get this away. I'm standing there like waving. I'm waving for a bus.
You're afraid I'll shoot my head.
Taxi. I think the one thing that, as far as advice, the one thing that has stuck with me that I know that I use every time I'm on the line, and that is to relax. Because if you're tense, a tense muscle is not a fast muscle.
That's right.
And so that works for me.
There's a couple of things I noticed about shooting up against Mongoose and you, and I noticed it today. Because before they say the line's ready, I'm in my stance already. You wait until the line's ready, and then all of a sudden I see someone go like this, and I see it in my eye. And the same as you turn to the side like that.
If I get in my stance too early, I start to think too much. And then I stop breathing right, which all that has to be in sync for me.
That's right.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it is with me too. I think
Yeah.
sometimes I'll get or sometimes if I don't get it early enough, and I'll twist and I'll over twist, and I'm like,
Is that right? I get
Once it gets in your head,
Yeah.
We've got a new TikTok channel, XFDA America TikTok channel, and I put you on it, Bobcat. Have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
I haven't.
It's a very good
I
one.
haven't
It's a
got
good
to
when
see it.
she's
It's very good.
she's standing there and she shoots and then she goes.
Yes.
I haven't
Watch
seen
it.
it.
It's a very
You
good
gotta
I'm sure
watch
it's
it.
very
It's a very
embarrassing.
good video. No, it's a very good video. It's a very, very good video. Me on mine, the one he put on mine, my gun goes whoop. But I hit on that one. I remember that shot from Nationals or something last year, and I hit like a 374.
Hey, whatever works,
But my
whatever
gun
works.
goes after I fire. My gun goes after I fire. I'm like, what is that?
That's new.
That must have been my excitement for hitting that time.
As long as you hit the play. That's all you know. Hit the play.
or sometimes.
She shoots that gun.
Now I gotta go watch this. I'll be like, oh Lord.
Those are little things you don't realize you do till you look at
Yeah,
yourself and
little-
wait, do I do that? Like there for a little while, my little pinky it'll start shaking, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And Gunbelt told me, he says, man, I forget where we were at. Well, I think maybe it was Oklahoma. He goes, man, your pinky's shaking.
My husband is like that. He used to do that. His thumb used to kind of shake around, and he changed that, and he started getting a lot more accurate. So
But that's another good advice though for new shooters is have somebody video your draw
Yep.
while you're
Yes.
shooting. Because I have Jesse, if I'm doing good, I have him video it, and then the bad ones he deletes, so I just watch the good ones.
right, so it doesn't
So
get in
remember
your
what my
head.
stance
That's a good
is.
idea, Jesse. I don't want to see something that's bad.
I believe hands down the hardest person to shoot against is IB Nobody.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was
Oh,
fierce.
He intimidates me.
Yeah, he is something. I told you, he tore me up a few times when we were in Arkansas.
Well, and Catskill
But-
Jean is I mean, she's tough too.
Yeah, she is.
Well,
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest with me, all y'all tough. I'll just say all of you, really, because you got the ones that go up there and hit, and you hit pretty regularly, too,
She
and,
does.
and those are dangerous. Mm-hmm. And then you start getting nervous, start getting
See,
shaky.
also, I start trying to pull really hard when I know it's somebody faster than me, and then I'll miss.
But,
So, gotta keep it together.
Going to advice, I think another good thing of advice is don't try to don't try to outdraw yourself.
That's right.
You start going up there, and I've seen a lot of the guys I shoot with too.
Guilty.
they want to get fast, and then they overshoot or pull too fast.
When
Just
slip cocking
yeah,
comes.
yeah, exactly. That's what happened.
Yes.
You know,
There's
just
a lot.
get comfortable and shoot. You know,
Shoot your shot.
Shoot, yeah. Don't stress.
Well, you don't
shake.
want to shoot yourself.
Well, not yourself. Actually, Urban Rooster.
done that.
Hi, Urban Rooster. He actually did shoot himself against me, and he still beat me in Amarillo.
Who else has shot themselves?
I haven't shot myself, but I've had 2 people shoot me in the knee.
I
Okay, we're
shot
trying to bring
myself
people
once.
in. We're not
Oh,
trying
you're
to
right.
scare
No,
'em.
forget that, delete.
That is very rare.
But
It's
I
very
shot
rare.
myself, but that's because my stomach's so far out there, I couldn't move it out of the way.
It's because he keeps his gun so close to him, which that's something I want to learn how to do.
I've got like 3 or 4 shirts. You know, it's got a hole right here. You know, I don't use that one anymore.
And Lucky 44, she did shoot herself in the skirt one time, right through the
no.
skirt. It's pretty funny.
I shot myself in the finger once when I had my hand down there. I just pulled too quick and just shot me. It started bleeding, but
Thank goodness we use
stung.
wax.
Put-
Yeah, it'll
thank
sting.
goodness.
It's wax. It'll hurt.
Yeah.
But it's wax.
It ain't gonna kill you.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna kill you.
do you want to pull one more card there?
Make it a good one.
And there was one that said they need better male actors, and I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, that'll
That
probably
was
be
what
the
I had to
one.
get rid of.
Nice.
What do we got here? Oh, that's the one that I got right here. Better looking male actors.
Give me that one. So I can
Hey,
get
I
rid
do
of it.
have an
Here,
idea.
here, take that one.
Maybe we should do like baseball players, like right before the shooters come up. Maybe we should have somebody on a DJ that can play a little music in between.
Hey,
What was that?
We've
What,
never
we
really
were
figured
recommended
out.
that.
what was that one? Better male actors?
Thank you, PA from Pennsylvania, for
Hey,
that
I like
one.
that noise. Okay, that was pretty close.
well, this one, I'm not sure who this is from, but it says, what club has the most members?
And I'm going to say that's a very good question. I'm going to say probably Virginia Rebels. I'd have to look it up. It's right now we're in kind of a mix of figuring out who's who. It's going to be probably Virginia Rebels and maybe Florida. We have so many clubs in Texas that we all kind of go together. But I'm going to have to say would probably one out on the East Coast, wouldn't
Wow.
you?
Do they shoot both organisations?
They do. They do. But I'm going to tell you, Sunshine was on it when we started doing paid members, and she had people signing up and sending me stuff every single week. And then same thing with Catskill Jean. They were really on it. But like I say, here in Texas, we're so spread out, and we have so many clubs. I think everywhere we go is 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. So we kind of rotate everybody. I think Texas as a whole has a lot of members, but when you divide it up by clubs themselves, I'm going to have to say probably Sunshine and her club out in Virginia.
We need to look into that so
Yes,
we can
I'll see if
answer
I
that
can.
question
That's a
honestly.
good
Yeah.
question.
Once we get every paid member on the website, I will answer that question, but not until every paid member's on the website. That's the challenge out to y'all.
There's your homework.
Get your club signed up.
Let's do one more card.
One more.
All right. Okay, here's one. From M.E. Johnson, Marshall?
Marshall.
Or yeah.
Is that Manful Marshall?
Yeah, man from Marshall. Say it again.
I'll have to see the writing.
That's it, yeah.
We're having too much fun.
Manuel Marshall, is that right?
M.E. Johnson, Manville Marshall.
Manville
Yes,
Marshall, okay.
from South
Sorry about
Texas.
that.
Marshall.
But the question is, I'm gonna say, who did most growing up using firearms? So who had firearms growing up?
I did. Did y'all? Jesse over there's got
Just
his
did.
hand up.
I didn't. I wouldn't.
Not me. Where I came from, they're illegal.
I shouldn't
My
say
dad
that.
let me
No.
shoot a shotgun, and I ended up. It scared me, and I don't think that I shot another gun.
I grew up with a water pistol and a slingshot.
Wow.
I had a BB gun. That's what I had.
We weren't
A
even
Red
allowed
Ryder.
to
We
have
couldn't
them.
afford it, really. Yeah,
Yeah, the Red Ryder.
shot my eye out. But we couldn't afford. When I growing up, we just didn't. My dad had a gun, but I never got to mess with it. He did take me hunting once, and that was enough.
You too soft-hearted.
Yeah, I am soft-hearted. I really am. I tell you a story about that. And I know I'm going to look like a softie on this, but my dad took me out deer hunting, and I shot a doe. I didn't kill her, but I shot her. And they had to go back and trace and track her down. I tracked her down, and she was just sitting there, you know, off and she like this. She was looking up, you know, look. And he said, well, go ahead and finish her off. So I had the gun right there, and I couldn't do it. And I was probably 10, 11, I guess. And I could not do it. But so my dad just got into pow. And then the little baby came around.
Oh,
And, you know, I'm like, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. Now, if I had to do it to survive, that's one thing. But
right.
I couldn't do it.
Well, not Gunbelt. Now he'll eat a baby duck or whatever in some sort of duck egg or something. I don't know what he was eating.
Yeah, that was a balot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the video on YouTube. But I'll tell you a little hunting story. When I came over here, I was against hunting because we don't do it in England. And my friends were saying, Perry, you need to go hunting. And I went, no, I don't want to do it. Well, eventually they took me into it, and I went to Hutchinson, Kansas, turkey hunting. And I was with this guy, and come running across the field was a coyote. And he goes to me, shoot that coyote. And I went, no, I'm not going to do it. He went, shoot it. And as it come forward, I shot it with a shotgun. And he went, you just shot the farmer's dog. Oh, my God.
Was it a dog or was it a coyote?
It was a coyote, but I tell you, I fell through the ground. I'm like...
Well, here in Texas, we do shoot coyotes.
Yes,
so
you
you
have
can get
to.
our cattle. So
You have to.
that's okay.
He said, you can shoot a coyote, and when I shot it and it fell down, he went, you shot the farmer's dog. Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness.
Men.
But anyway, I carried on hunting. I've done the usual thing, turkey hunting, deer hunting and hog hunting, but I just got tired of it. So I stopped that, 3 or 4 years ago. So, Sassy Point is saying that we've got on this sheet. All our sanctioned shoots now, before we say the Pledge of Allegiance, we're gonna play that song "God Bless America," God Bless the USA. What's that guy's name that sings it?
Lee Greenwood.
Lee
And there's
Greenwood.
somebody did a version of it that Blue Eyed Bandit put on, but I can't remember who it was.
Right. So going forward, we're always going to play that song because we enjoy it. You know,
Yes, we do.
It's patriotic.
I know Jesse loves it, but I love it as well. But we're going to play that before we do the pledge.
And I
every
love to watch
section
some of the
shoot.
men sing it because they put their
Yeah.
heart into it, just like Jesse.
It's fun and
That's
it
one of them.
brings it up a bit. You know what I
does.
mean? So
Yeah.
It does.
that's what we need, more spice.
Hey, you know, thinking about that too. I don't know how hard this to be, but in between rounds, when we're getting set up for rounds, piping a little music in there.
Right.
Just pop and go. Now we kind of keep everybody livened up.
Send that in to Secretariat at XFDApro.com.
Hey, I used to
for
do that
what
with my
we should
kids
do.
when we play baseball. So you get them all
Yes,
pumped up to go up there, and they
exactly.
thought it was really cool.
It's the same as the music we play when we're in registration. It spices it up a bit.
does.
It's not that just dull sound of everybody like waiting. We can listen to a little bit of
Yeah.
music. That's one thing that everybody has in common is music and singing.
Yes. Well, I can't
You
sing,
can-
but I love the music.
You can sing.
I don't believe
Jesse
it.
makes fun of me.
I don't believe it.
Joyful noise.
So, we got anything else? Are we good? You got anything to say, Mongoose, Bobcat, Sassy?
No,
Georgia. Georgia's coming up.
Georgia.
Georgia State
Georgia's
is
coming
a week from Friday, or it's coming up. This coming up Friday.
How many
So-
people are shooting in it thus far?
I had 2 drop out. We had 13 women, and I want to say 30-something men. I don't have it pulled up in
Well,
front of
that
me.
one really, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
That's
shoot,
awesome.
and it's their first official XFDA state shoot, and they've got
Yes,
a lot
we really need to
planned.
support them.
They've got a lot planned. So if you haven't already RSVP'd for it, please go online. Like I always say, we want to put on a good event for you. In order for us to do that, we need a head count of who's coming. It's free to go online and RSVP. You just go in there and click that you're coming. And if you decide you can't come, shoot me an email or go in there and say you're not coming. It's easy as that.
Yeah, I spoke to my Bunctious Red this morning. He said the range is all set up. It's looking good, working well, and they were practicing on it today. So
Good.
Cool. Nice.
everything should be good and ready to rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
So, well, I think that's about it. I want to thank you, Mongoose. I want to thank you, Bobcat. Thank you, Sassy. Don't forget, look up xfdapro.com and you can find all our information there, and there's a shop there. One thing I did want to ask. I remember, what's her name? I forgot.
That's that lack of sleep coming in there. Our old age, I don't know which one.
Blue-Eyed Bandit, sorry.
Blue-Eyed Bandit.
They were doing the T-shirts for Jesse James. Is there any news on that? Let us know. Did you see
I
the
haven't
T-shirt?
looked it up. I haven't looked the T-shirts, and there's a T-shirt.
Yeah, there's a T-shirt.
Sweatshirt,
There's
towels.
towels. I think there's some other stuff there. So look that up. That's very interesting. We want to see how many sales you've done and how it's going, and you know what's going on with that. They're nice blue T-shirts.
Yes,
Have you
they're
seen them?
wonderful. They are great. They're great, and we appreciate the Speed Bumps and Blue-Eyed Bandit for sponsoring us on that. And again, we still love and appreciate all the prayers and the thoughts. And Jesse's improving every day, and we appreciate everything that everybody's doing for us. And the speech therapist and the occupational therapist said it's great therapy for him to get out and be around people. So that's what we're striving for. Thank you.
That's what I love about this organization.
Yeah.
It seems
Yes.
like when this happened to Jesse, it was as if the family came together.
It felt like a
Yeah.
big old hug.
Yes, and it's nice to be a part of that.
Yes.
To
Thank
know
you.
so many people are going to be there for you if something happens.
And it is true. I had 0 sleep last night. That's
But
why
that's
today
not why I
I
beat
can't
you.
think of
I did
people's
beat
names.
you. Don't. I still beat you one.
And I was standing on the line going, "Oh, lights on."
I'll take it any way I can get it.
Well, we've spoke about it before. You have good days and bad days, and today was my bad day.
We've had a fun day. Say goodbye.
Okay, don't forget to look up xfpro.com. I can't even talk. Hey, another thing, I was calling today and I forgot what to say.
I
Remind
think
me.
we've all done that.
Are you on the line or?
Shit,
I've done that
am I
before.
gonna say?
Yeah.
Well, I said to Sassy, what have I got to say? Shoes on the line. What a nightmare.
Just shoot the gun.
xfdapro.com. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.